The Raptors fight hard, but ultimately fall to the Denver Nuggets. 125-119 is your final. Welcome to Raptors Tonight. I'm Randy Urban, joined by Jack Armstrong, Paul Jones, and Sherman Hamilton. Sherman, we'll start with you. Impressive first half for the Raptors, but then that tide changes in the third quarter. How did you see the Nuggets get back in this game?
Well, they got a lot of help from the Raptors. The Raptors turned the ball over quite a bit in that third quarter. And you look at them having only 13 turnovers throughout the game, but I believe 6 of them came in that third quarter. And to me, they were live ball turnovers, which created all kinds of transition opportunities for the Denver Nuggets. And you always say this, if you're going to turn it over, make sure it's a dead ball turnover so you can set your defense up 5-on-5. And the Raptors got caught too many times in a numbers game defensively trying to match up a 2-on-3 and a 1-on-2, and it just wasn't what they needed after doing such a great job in that first half. And, you know, you expected them to hit that bump in the road without Emmanuel Quickly there. You know, you have missed some key players, but without a true point guard there was some issues, but I thought RJ did a great job running the point. And the reality is when you're down those bodies and you're playing against a team that's superior, more talented, you're going to hit that patch in the game. And it depends on how you're able to weather it. And Denver's a championship team, and they just took advantage of every opportunity in that third quarter.
Yeah, Jack, the Raptors go up by 20. I was kind of sitting there thinking if they got it to 25, I'd be a little more, excited. I was just kind of waiting for that comeback. Did it feel inevitable to you?
Well, at the end of the first half, I felt like it was like March Madness, like the Raptors with a 16 seed and the Nuggets with a 1 seed. And it was like, oh boy, here we go. And look, the Raptors, I thought played a great game tonight. I thought they played as well as you can possibly play under really difficult circumstances against a championship team. And you could see the finishing punch that the Nuggets had. But I felt really confident all night in how they were playing. I thought their game plan was excellent. I thought the way and Sherman made a great point about the third quarter turnovers that really fueled this crowd. It's interesting. You play Monday night games. I find that everywhere I go in the NBA, Monday night's kind of a little dull. This crowd was amazing here tonight. They really got it going. They stuck with their team, no boos, and were very positive. And I thought the Raptors did a wonderful job tonight keeping the crowd quiet. Kelly Olynyk was great early. R.J. Barrett, as you guys mentioned. Grady Dick showed a lot in terms of not only his scoring but his playmaking. You look at Porter coming off the bench. McDaniels played pretty well. I thought they got good minutes out of Bruce Brown. They played together. There was a purpose to how they played. I thought Coach Darko called good timeouts when he needed to. You're just playing against the best team in basketball right now. And you gave them everything you could, and I think you have nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah, and Jonesy playing against the best player, in my opinion, in basketball, Nikola Jokic. He really just does everything at his own pace. It's something to witness as a fan when you watch him just dissect defenses.
Offensively, I wouldn't say, to probably get an argument, but if he's not the best player in the game, it sure doesn't take long to do attendance. I wouldn't say he's in a class by himself, but it doesn't take long to do attendance. And offensively, he's just terrific. I thought the Raptors did a really good job of attacking him to help get that lead. And to the point that Jack and Sherm made about the turnovers, there was a great article on ESPN. I don't know if any of you guys read it about how 20-point leads are disappearing in the NBA. And they talked about the pace of the game and the number of possessions and all of that. But there are two guys on the screen here with me that played in an era where when you did get a 20-point lead, you still controlled your aggression, but some of the conceptual play that we use now in terms of drive, kick, swing, it can lead into some of the play that helps fuel comebacks. And the Raptors were doing that today. They didn't have a point guard to, I crossed the border as a kid watching Jack Armstrong coach at Niagara, and he calls a play out and the point guard puts the ball under his arm, and everybody knows exactly where they're going to orchestrate that play to get the shot you want. And even if you you don't make it, you know what you're getting. And I think sometimes, RJ did a terrific job, but he's not a classic point guard. He doesn't play the position often. Abaji's handling the ball sometimes out there. Other guys are that aren't familiar, and it's just you get turnovers. It happens, and then to where we started with this, Randy, Nikola Jokic is not going to make those mistakes at the other end. He handles the ball. He's the point center. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows, even though they're playing conceptually, they understand how to be on the same page with him, and they get the shot they want. And as Sherm said, if it's a live ball turnover on a 3-on-1, you're not going to stop that. So Randy, as an offensive player, he's right at the top of the list. He is right up there. To watch a guy control the game in this day and age in the NBA from his position, not only handling the ball, but playing down low with his rebounding, with his passing. He does so much. So you kind of knew that the run was coming, and you just hoped that the Raptors could withstand it.
I just want to tag what Jonesy said. I've always said this, road offense is critical. Ball protection, shot selection. That's a big thing. And when you play 5-man basketball, to Jonesy's point, those are the risks involved. Now you watch the Denver Nuggets play. They play in a lot of ways the same way. The ball flows and it moves. But at the back end of the shot clock, it always ends up in 2-man sequences with two of the great players in the world today. And so in no way, shape, or form is it a knock on how the Raptors are playing. It comes down to, personnel and being able to exploit matchups. And when push comes to shove, their ability to exploit you 2-man action is remarkable. And they are really, really good. And you know what they also have? And I think it's very underrated. They have size and length defensively on the perimeter in a league that is so driven for the 3-point shot. I've always been a big believer. I'd always rather have taller perimeter guys than shorter ones, because the taller guys can close out and make a shot semi or fully contested, where a short guy sprinting out still can't get the full contest, and the shooter doesn't even feel that kind of pressure. So Denver has something really cool in the fact that they have a lot of size and guys, and they're really well coached.
A good big always beats a good little, right? Like that's the way it is. A good big always beats a good little. And, just to, again, tag what Jack said, the role definition for the Nuggets is outstanding. The wrong guy is not taking the wrong shot from the wrong place at the wrong time. It doesn't happen often with them. So give them credit.
Well, and sure, we saw the way Jamal Murray orchestrated that offense. When I look at this team, as good as Jokic is, they need Murray to play at a high level. With him playing like that, are they the favorites to win it all? Are they going to repeat here, Sherm?
Oh, they have a great chance at doing that. I mean, they have great continuity, and it's very clear that either Jokic or Jamal can take a game over. And I like the way that each of them allows the other guy to do what they're doing. Nobody steps on the other guy's toes. And when they're playing a 2-man game, it's so impressive to watch how much space and how much attention Nikola Jokic gets that allows Jamal to be the guy he is, to attack, to make plays. And he's just got a fluidity. He's got a toughness. He's smart. He can finish from anywhere on the floor. He has all the footwork you need. And more importantly, he's that guy. He is that guy. He's got that mentality of, I want the moment, I'll take care of the moment, and I'll be there in the moment. And it's interesting. You talk to guys who have coached Jamal even when he was a younger kid. He's always wanted the ball when the chips were on the line. And to me, that just speaks volumes when you add his skill set into a championship-built team. And he can close any game for this team. And that's the luxury Mike Malone has on the floor with those two guys.
Jamal Murray's a lead guard. He's not a point. He's not a 2. People look at him and say, he's a 2 guard. No, he's not. He's an old-fashioned guard that plays the game to win, and he does everything really well. He is incredibly intelligent, cerebral player. He sees the other 9 guys, and he's just a basketball savant. He really, you put those 2 guys together, they combine for 24 assists. Now, some of that is them hooking each other up in 2-man actions, but his awareness level is off the charts, and it's a joy to watch. It really is. His ball handling skill, his passing, his shooting. He's got size. He's got strength. Plays hard. He loves the game. He's a gym rat, and he can get his own off the bounce when he needs it. He's legit, man. And these 2 guys, it's interesting. You look at the Nuggets. You look at players 6 through 15. They have guys making between $1 to $5 million. They're a top-heavy team. But when you're top-heavy is those 2 guys, and then you got Porter, as well as
Gordon.
Gordon. I mean,
Caldwell Pope.
They're
Reggie Jackson. Yeah.
They got great chemistry, excellent coaching. They play both ends of the court. They're really good. And to me, again, the Raptors, I thought they played as well as they could play tonight.
All right, guys, great stuff as always. Going to stop it there. Next game for the Raptors is Wednesday against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off goes at 7 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget, Raptors Tonight will go live on YouTube shortly after the game. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.